So we get a lot of questions about the palm in our garden. It's just right outside of our screen porch at the house. It's a windmill palm, Trachycarpus fortunei. This is amongst the more cold hardy of the trunking palms. You know, there's a lot of palms that don't trunk, you know, that don't get that kind of center trunk on them, that fibrous trunk. These are from the Himalayan mountains, so they come with some cold hardiness kind of already built in, but then there have been selections of them too over the years. And so if you're in a zone 7B or zone 8A where these things are grown like we have at our house, then you want to get one of those strains that have been selected by abuse. By basically, Raleigh had, back in 1984, had a -9 degree night. And the palm that survived from that is the Taylor strain, which is what most of the growers here grow. I know that, I think, Tony, I think Plant Delights has one that survived even colder temperatures in Bulgaria that they take seed from. So these have definitely been picked. Not only are they already come with a little cold hardiness, then they were picked from survivors, basically, to make sure that they're cold hardy enough for us. And in fact, we had kind of a normal winter this winter where we had some cold temperatures, and our palm grew this winter. It was not fazed by it at all. 14 degrees didn't even bother it. It didn't know it happened. So basically, this is a 3-gallon one here. And so you can see, you know, basically we would, you know, these trunking palms, we would measure by the trunk height. So this one is just starting to get a trunk down at the very, very bottom of it. It will take years to develop a trunk this tall. This one's about 2 feet tall at this point. So the foliage is sticking bit up higher. Ours is up to about 4 feet in our garden after 5 years. And ours, I would say, has grown pretty quickly. You'll probably, I don't know what kind of growth you would expect in your garden. They typically are either male or female. So you'll get these kind of yellowish flowers that are male or female. There are the occasional ones that will put out both male and female on the same ones, and you'll get fruit. You'll get fruit from that if you can. And you can start those seeds if you want to. You know, if you just happen to be that lucky. These blow around in the wind. You know, they have that movement to them, that tropical thing that everyone loves to add to the garden. And this one gives you the opportunity to actually grow one in a colder area. We also have a European fan palm that's very hardy, a blue variety of that's very hardy at the house. So there are palms that we can grow. And there are people that have tried virtually every palm in the world in zone 7 and zone 8. So we do have palms that we can grow in our gardens. It can be a little hard to figure out what to grow with one of these. I mean, they're definitely very different looking, right? So you want to, you know, if you're grabbing a palm, you're going to be putting it in your garden. You want to try to walk around with it maybe and try to find some things that, you know, that contrast with it nicely. We have a sedum growing at the base of ours at the house. It's a little bit invasive, honestly. It needs to be taken back a bit. We have a blue spruce, a Colorado blue spruce, and it's kind of funny because we're pushing the northern boundaries of the palm and we're pushing the southern boundaries of that Colorado blue spruce, and they're growing perfectly fine together. Placement of your windmill palm is definitely well-drained soil. So full sun and then well-drained soil. They need that sun pretty much all day long in order to grow and then to be hardy to get through the winter. About the only thing I typically see on these in gardens is a little bit of scale, especially if they're crammed together a little tight like this and they're not moving around a lot. You will see a little bit of scale insect on the back of the leaves. Typically not that big of a deal. So again, we get a lot of questions on our windmill palm at the house because it's always in the background of so many videos, and it's beautiful blowing around back there. And ours is finally really putting on that trunk. And we're starting to limb it up just a bit. You just take the bottom branches off as it grows taller in the future. Really not a lot of maintenance on this whatsoever. Again, well-drained soil. We're filming this at J Nursery in Angier, North Carolina, and they're actually open to the public. I think probably 98% of his business is wholesale to garden centers and other nurseries and that kind of thing, but he does allow folks in here. It's not a place you're going to come and get 800 questions answered. It's a place you come in, you shop for yourself, you put the stuff in the car, and you go and pay for it on the way out. But it is a good place to come and find ornamental plants here. But I wanted to stop at this group because he's got, again, 3-gallon ones up to 50-gallon container windmill palms here. And I always love these things. I'm drawn to these tropical plants. I think everybody is. You know, they sell so many tropical plants out of South Florida for spring and summer, and places in the Northeast where people just want to have that little touch of the tropics in their gardens. And this is a plant that many of us can have in our gardens permanently, and it's super cold hardy. Thanks for watching.